live. Here I am today, live with the author of Fred Does It His Way, Sherry Lillico. Welcome.
Thank you, Kate.
I'm
Thank you.
echoing just a little, which I always forget happens. So I went ahead and turned that off. Oh, so Sherry, first of all, tell us where do you come from? Where are you sitting in the world right now?
I am sitting in northern BC, Canada. So right up, not right up at the top, but closer to the top of BC.
Yeah, so I love our international authors and really truly sharing this message around the globe. Your book is available now in multiple different countries. And I am so excited about this book, and it's such great timing with the children going back to school and the holidays coming up for people to be able to purchase this book of empowerment. But before I get too far into the story, I really would love for you to share with us what inspired you to write this beautiful book.
Well, it came in two parts.
Okay.
The storyline, I don't know where it kind of just came to me in the middle of the night. And I put it off writing it. And I finally had to write it. So I wrote it down, and then it got put on a shelf. Nothing was done with it. And then I just got more into my own self-worth and that kind of stuff. And I knew I had to get it out there, because that's what the book is all about. It's all about, kids finding their self-worth. And I never had a lot of that when I was younger, or even in my adult years. So yeah, I just really want to empower and inspire kids to just be themselves. It doesn't matter what other people think.
Wow, I love that. So what you said there was you dropped some beautiful pearls of wisdom for us, and I'm just going to go ahead behind you and pick them up a little bit to make sure we don't miss them. I love that you said that you had this pool, that you're describing this pool where you said, I got a nudge, I got a wink, I got a whisper, and then all of a sudden I had to do it, right? So it's like when these purpose moments bubble up in our life, sometimes we're like, that's not for us, and we stuff it down or we ignore it, right? And then all of a sudden it gets to the point where we kind of get a little bit of a shake, and it's like, nope, you must do this, right? And it's like almost like we can't do anything else until that gets done. And it sounds to me like that's the space that Fred was written in. So we know it's obviously meant to come through you for this world. And then it got put on a shelf, and that happens too. And I think this is a really relevant part of your story, because even though we take a step towards our dreams, it doesn't always happen in that flow where it's like, okay, I get up one morning, I have this idea, I put it to work, and there it goes out into the world, right? The reality of it is that sometimes dreams do get put on a shelf, and it is okay to be able to go back to that shelf. It's okay to have grace with ourselves. It's okay to say, you know what, I put it down, but I'm going to come back to it now because I've done the work, right? I'm ready for it. And I still believe that this is meant for the world. And that's what you did. So tell us about Fred and this character.
So Fred is a little red dragon. He's the youngest dragon in Dragonland, and he hasn't come into his own yet. And he feels left out because all the other dragons have their gifts and he has nothing. He can't fly. He can't do anything except for walk along the ground. So he feels left out in the games and everything else. And when he finally figures out what he loves, and I think that's a key part too, we got to find what we love. So what he finds, what he loves, and then he gets this dream. And he goes after that dream, and he doesn't care what other people or the other dragons think, right? He just goes for it with all his gusto, all his determination.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. I love how the story is echoing, right? Like your life and how this
Yeah,
all came
yeah,
about, of
yeah,
course. And that's what happens, right?
yeah.
And so when someone buys this book, Sherry, what can they expect from it? As a parent or as a child, how do you think the reader's going to feel after they read your book?
Well, I'm hoping, I'm hoping they'll be inspired, like I said, to be themselves, to go after what they want. I'm hoping that they'll walk into the imagination and go off into that imagination world and just be enthralled, right? That's
And I think that they will, Chloe Helms, your illustrator,
amazing.
our illustrator here at Kate Butler Books. She is amazing, Sherry. I will echo you on that. She is a phenomenal artist, and she did such a brilliant job of bringing your vision to life, so that your reader can go into that imaginary world, right? And they really can become immersed in your imagination, which I think is just so, so beautiful. And so, where can we find this book today, Sherry?
You can find it on Amazon under Fred Does It His Way, Sherry Lillico. And then I will also be putting the link onto my website under sherrylillico.com.
Awesome. So we can definitely purchase that book today at Amazon.com. Please support this beautiful book, this beautiful author, our beautiful illustrator. It is a book for anyone who has ever felt that they've been outside of the circle. It's for anyone who feels like, perhaps they didn't belong. It's for anybody who feels maybe there's been a little bit of isolation. It's for anybody who is looking, at the world and saying, I might not fit in. It's for anyone who is, looking to identify ways that they can overcome self-doubt. It is a book for children who we want to plant seeds of dream and belief, and knowing that they can go out, be themselves, find what they love, do what they love, and connect with their purpose. Did we lose you, Sherry? But that's okay, because we got the purpose of the book if we did. And so today, this beautiful book, Fred Does It His Way, is available on Amazon.com. It's a beautiful, beautiful book to teach children how to connect to their purpose, how to connect to their self-worth, and truly how to bring that to life. And it does also illustrate that in a way that has your imagination going wild in the best possible way. So be sure to check it out today on Amazon.com. Fred Does It His Way by author Sherry Lillico and illustrator Chloe Helms. Thank you so much for your support and for being here today. Bye, everyone.